The ending of World War I left severe instability throughout Germany. The Peace of Paris in 1919 was a meeting of the Big Four, France, Italy, U.S., and Britain, where they met to discuss the consequences of the war. Although the powers were looking for common ground and a peace that would last, they were also looking to punish Germany. Germany was forced to sign a Treaty of Versailles. They had to pay 121 billion gold marks, make coal payments, disband their military, and take full responsibility for World War I. This treaty was one of the leading causes of World War II. After signing the treaty, the people of Germany felt as though their government had stabbed them in the back, thus leading to the lack of support towards the government. The lack of the support towards the government led to an opportunity for a new rise in power, the Nazi Party. World War I ended in 1918 with a total of 37 million casualties. Many believe the aftermath of World War I put Germany in a terrible situation, which allowed Adolf Hitler to exploit the situation, thus later gaining control. There was a cemetery created after World War I for those lost in battle. Soldiers who could both be identified and those who could not were buried in proper graves throughout this large cemetery. Adolf Hitler was regularly photographed with a stern and emotionless expression. Often highlighted on his wardrobe was the swastika, which later became the Nazi symbol. Hitler was also, however, regularly photographed in his military uniform. There were generally 3 uniforms worn for the Nazi soldiers. They represented the different ranks of the members of the army, and the elaborate designs of the uniform varied based on rank. One thing all of the uniforms had in common, however, were the badges worn by the soldiers. The swastika was the front and center image depicted on the badge. The badge was worn as a sign of power and control, and also as a way of setting apart the soldiers from the other members of society. Hitler was photographed giving his speech before his attempt to take over the government of Bavaria. Hitler is said to be one of the greatest speakers in history because of his charismatic attitude and the way he presented his speeches made people want to listen, even if they were not always listening to what he was saying, but more to how he was saying it. Bavaria is the first place that Hitler tried to take over during his reign. This is also where he was arrested and held in prison. Landsberg prison was where Hitler was held following his arrest. He later went back and did an interview there alongside his fellow Nazi members. Hitler was often paraded through the streets of Germany with the soldiers marching beside the car as an expression of control. His arm extended out was the sign of Hail Hitler.